fucking idiots who should never have anything to do with one another ever again.
You ever heard a song that you think is really shit? A song that makes you wonder how did that become a hit? Sometimes you need to hear a discussion about that in regular podcast format. Well, there's a lot of bad songs that we're gonna attack. 1,001 steaming piles of crap. I'm telling you the truth, you know that we don't lie. Here's 1,001 songs that make you wanna die. Oh.
And now, here's your hosts, Zav, Bevo, Dan, and Gypsy.
This is 1,001 Songs That Make You Want to Die, the podcast. We talk about songs so bad they make you want to bring back the planking craze of 2009.
Haven't thought of that in a long time.
Things have got to be pretty rough to go back to that.
To go back to, pre-pandemic planking, if you will. We are doing Picture
Post 9/11 pre-pandemic planking.
Right. Yeah, the golden years. We are doing Picture by Kid Rock and Sheryl Crow.
I found your picture today. I swear I'll change my ways. I just called to say I want you to come back home.
Good Lord.
Yeah, that's enough. That's good.
Really,
that's good.
You should have shown off the bit where Kid Rock sings at the start, because that's bad.
Yeah, it's a 6-minute long song for no reason. Bevo's here, Trusty Beverage.
Hello.
There he is. Mad Dog's here. There he is. He'll let the dogs out. And we are joined for the second time by writer, comedian, and host of the brand new podcast, No Dribble, Carolyn Swindell.
Hi, guys. Thank you for
Hey.
coming back.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did come back because we were talking earlier and you pointed out that the last time you were on, we did Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville and we single-handedly caused his death.
Cleaned up the nuthead. Yeah, that's right.
So you reckon...
What's going to happen in the next 6 months?
Exactly. Which one are we talking here? Like Rock or Crow?
Crow can stay.
Yeah,
Crow.
she seems like a nice lady.
She's making
Rock is
but
the most likely.
Sheryl Crow's coming back at the moment. She's on TikTok and everything.
Is she?
Yeah.
Good on
You
her.
got a new song that's really fucking bad.
Oh, great. Good. Yeah. That's what you expect from everyone that was real big in the, the 90s, 80s, whatever. It's bad music now.
It's
Wouldn't
got
want
shades of 90s, but that shit doesn't fly anymore.
She's been around a long time. That All I Want to Do, that was like 93, wasn't it? Like,
early 90s.
Was that 93?
Yeah.
it's a long time.
Damn.
Yeah. It came up recently because it won. It was another song that we were doing. I think it might have been like Boys to Men or something, and it lost to All I Want to Do Is Have Some Fun at the Grammys.
Right.
So,
I'm
yeah,
still listening to All I Wanna Do.
early 90s. Yeah. Carolyn, tell me about the new podcast.
Oh, well, it's very exciting. It's exciting if you like netball. And it's exciting
I am a
if you-
netball dad.
I
I'm
love
a big netball fan. I'm often at Swifts games and all of this. I'm probably too hardcore into it to the point where you've got to be quiet. You're not meant to yell stuff really at kids' netball games. Find
For
it
a very polite game, you really need to you lean in on that one. But yes, this is not the podcast if you just want to talk about the really pointy end of netball. This is like if you're standing on the sidelines of the netball court and talking to some people who you really like. So that's like there's netball, but it's not just netball. So it's it's me with Liz Ellis, who I think everybody knows, former
Australian legend. Yeah.
Australian legend, that's right. But now Australian legend Kath Cox, who was the Australian captain after Liz Ellis. So
that's wild. How did it come about?
So I've been friends with these guys for about 20 years. I was working for Coke and I knew that they were running these kids sports camps. And so I thought I want to be friends with them. So I used my job and managed to sponsor this. And then I said, all right, well, I have to go on this tour around central West New South Wales with these guys and see what they're doing with our sponsorship. And I I stalked them and decided that I wanted to have these friends. And then it was some 20 years later that Kath and I were having lunch last December and went, we should do something together. And what about podcasting? So
you played the long game. You played that long game perfectly, Carol.
Slow burn.
Yeah, corporate stalking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before I was a comedian, before I was a writer, it really has been a long game. I was in short skirts, high heels, clipboards, mobile phones, the works. And
Yeah.
no one knew what I was plotting back in 20 years ago. 2004 is 20 years ago. That it seems like that's.
It doesn't seem that long ago, does it?
5 years ago. Anyway,
Dangerous.
even the planking craze was 15 years ago now. Apparently,
Planking. Yeah, it was a while ago. Yeah.
I've held the plank since then. What about you guys?
Only if like a personal trainer has screamed at me to do it. And they better be fucking screaming.
Every night in my bed.
Yeah.
I get the odd plank in every now and then.
Yeah. I haven't done it. Like, I haven't done like a
Suppose you got it.
celebratory plank or anything. Like I remember that was like footy players or something would score a try or something and then they would plank. Like that was a thing.
Those were simpler days, weren't they?
Yeah, well, yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're thinking of two different types of planking, though, because there was planking. The trend was just lying down flat on a surface.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
But gym planking is like hands and knees, holding yourself up.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Well,
sorry,
hey,
Bevo.
Hands and toes. There's no need. Come on.
I do the trend planking every night in my bed.
I personally sleep hanging upside down from a pole.
Oh, like a vampire.
Yeah, an acrobat.
Not a vampire, an
Not
acrobat.
a vampire, I'm an acrobat. Okay,
The
Gavin's
difference
not
is
here.
bent knees.
Yeah, exactly. Gavin isn't here. Gavin normally hosts the podcast with us, but he got arrested last week, so he's in jail, and he can't be here. But it's pretty dumb. Like he broke into someone's house, but then got heaps tired while robbing it, so napped. Yeah.
Like,
Classic Goldilocks situation, yeah.
Yeah, and they found like all the stolen items like scattered around him while he was napping. Yeah,
Porridge.
yeah,
Porridge.
yeah.
Chairs.
Yeah, what an idiot. Anyway, yeah, he's arrested. I'm sure he'll get out soon.
theme song new?
The theme song is technically old, but it would have been different from the last time you were on because we had
Maybe I was so nervous last time I just wasn't able to pay attention to it.
No, I think we would have had like a heavy metal version of it when you were on. Yeah.
That theme is a parody of the theme you just heard, which was the original.
Yeah. When we're a parody of ourselves by this point as well.
So meta. Like,
Yeah, it is.
We're hoping for a third parody, but
we're almost 400 episodes in, so we are basically a parody of ourselves.
yeah, well, I think we go musical theatre next.
Yeah, hey, why not?
great.
There's
I'm
got to be
doing that.
1,001 musical theatre songs, right? There's like 50 in a play.
I don't mean just necessarily as a theme of the episode, but for your theme song. I
Oh,
think.
yeah.
Oh, you think? Musical theatre? That's a great idea.
That is a good idea. I like that.
That's me for the night. See you later. Thanks for
Yeah,
having me.
okay, all right. Yep, thank you, everyone. Let's not talk about Picture by Kid Rock and Sheryl Crow. Why this song, Carolyn? Why?
Look, anything Kid Rock does is strangely fascinating to me. It's like a car crash. I just, and this song, I'm so upset that Sheryl decided to partner with him on it. But the more you listen to it, the more you think this is just two fucking idiots who should never have anything to do with one another ever again, but they've got no self-control whatsoever. So it's, and then you're trying to paint that almost as love.
Well, there's no self-awareness either.
Zero self-awareness.
No. Yeah.
This is the thing for me. It's a really fascinating case study of a shit song can be okay if a good singer is singing it.
Mm.
And it goes to show because Kid Rock sings the first bit and then Sheryl takes over and it's like, oh, melody.
Not so bad.
Yeah, not so bad. But it just takes too long to get there.
Do you think they met each other? Like during the writing process of this at all? Or do you think the first time they ever saw each other was when they faked doing it in the studio?
Well, there's all these rumors they dated.
It says they wrote it. I'm skeptical that they were in the same room at the same time.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe. No, he
It's a
can write.
Minogue Sia situation.
It could be, yeah. He did write a classic line from the song Cowboy, which is one of my favourite lines of all time, where he says, "I will paint the town red and paint his wife white." Yeah. Same guy wrote this song. Yeah.
Dubby Energy has declared war on Big Energy, who probably support ISIS. If you want an energy drink with no maltodextrin, no artificial colours, and no kickbacks that fund insurrections in the Middle East, then look no further. So head on over to dubby.gg and use the promo code 1001songs, that's the number 1001, for 10% off price of purchase. And remember, kids, if it's not Dubby, it's ISIS.
طويلة من الجهاد والصبر.
So Jerry Seinfeld's not too worried about the wokeness having really overcome every part of the United States, because we've still got Kid Rock.
That was a long time ago.
Still fighting the good fight. Yeah.
Kid Rock's been silenced since.
Yeah.
Have you seen his house?
No.
Okay. If you just want some fun and games, Google Kid Rock's house. He built a replica of the White House. Yeah. Like in Nashville. And that's Kid Rock's house. It's an exact replica of the White House.
I love it.
Yeah. Carolyn's like, ooh.
I'm on it.
Yeah.
I was picturing like a pimped up barn or something.
No, White House.
Imagine if he actually became president, which is very likely in these times.
Entirely possible. Yeah.
Would you call him President Rock?
Kid.
President Kid.
Mr. Kid.
Yeah. I reckon you put President in the middle, being Kid President Rock.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
That's what I think we have to go with. You know, for all of this image that he has, Kid Rock was born on the right side of the tracks. Like he has come from means. His family were very upper middle class.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I think we've done. We did do a Kid Rock song. What was it? The Sweet Home Alabama ripoff.
All summer long, yeah.
All summer long. Yeah, and I think I remember doing the research into him and going, oh yeah, like his family were like business owners and
His father, who died earlier this year, owned multiple car dealerships in Detroit. So it's like, well, you're going to be able to sell a car in Detroit, right?
You'd hope so. Yeah, you can't drink the water.
His father. Well, I think we've made this joke before. His father, Dad Rock.
Yeah, you got it. Genius. That's why people keep coming back. All right. Let's go to the first verse here. Kid Rock. Sheryl hasn't got there yet. He just started. He started without her.
You got to earn Sheryl.
Yeah. It's a long time. It takes a long time for Sheryl to get in there.
This is a 5-minute song.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I could have gone with something shorter, but this one,
look,
you did well.
It's fine. We're here for this. Like it is. We're here for the songs that make you want to die, and you've nailed it. Like I'm looking for sturdy beams.
Yep.
Yeah. Verse 1. Here we go. Living my life in a slow hell. different girl every night at the hotel. I ain't seen the sunshine in 3 damn days. Been fueling up on cocaine and whiskey. Wish I had a good girl to miss me. Lord, I wonder if I'll ever change my ways.
Oh, Jesus.
That sounds like a slow hell.
What a fucking way to open it.
A hotel.
A slow hell. It's
think about
it. Sounds like you could fix it pretty quick. Just fucking open the door, let some sunshine in, and walk out.
Open the blinds.
Think about imagine living in a third world country where you don't even have access to clean drinking water, and hearing Kid Rock go, "Oh, this fucking slow hell of mine, different girl every night,
cocaine and fucking whiskey."
But it's also, I wish I had a good girl to miss me, and it's like, I think you do. kid.
Yeah.
I think you do.
Yeah, that's it.
Would you know? Like, would you even know if you did? It's funny because this song is a slow hell.
It's a good way to describe it.
Yeah. It's like announcing this is what you're in for. It's a slow hell.
It might be a little hell, but I think it's a fairly quick hell. It's not a slow hell. You are straight into hell. The second you hear the first part of this song, you know, fuck, I would rather be dead.
You arrive in hell pretty damn quick, actually. Yeah.
You get there in
5 minutes there.
Yeah. So he wonders if he'll ever change his ways at the end of this whole thing. It's just been like pondering, like, I wonder if one day I'll decide not to do all the cocaine and drink all the whiskey and sit in the darkness for days on end. I wonder.
This tunnel.
Yeah. I do like the idea that he's like fueling up for sitting in the dark and as well. Like,
got to keep my energy up.
This room's real small and dark.
What's the line about the cocaine and whiskey?
Been fueling up on cocaine and whiskey.
So in the clean version of the song, he says, "Been fueling up on and whiskey." Like
fill in the blanks.
Fill in the blanks.
Went thoughtful.
Filling up on petrol and whiskey, maybe.
Could have been. Yeah. You could think of heaps worse things if they blanked it out. Yeah. Okay. He's at the chorus. Kid Rock still. Cheryl's still. She's running late. So yeah. Okay. I put your picture away. Sat down and cried today. I can't look at you while I'm lying next to her. I put your picture away. Sat down and cried today. I can't look at you while I'm lying next to her. Oh.
Just the mental image of him in bed next to a woman who's got the picture out and then she turns around and just puts it away real quick. Turns around again, he gets the picture back.
What was that? Nothing.
Quickly slides the wedding ring off.
Photo frame.
It's also, it doesn't sound like he's remorseful so like about this. It's just like
a bit of a distraction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how am I meant to sit here with your picture? And it's also, he's in a hotel room. Like, he takes a picture of a framed picture of his wife.
He's also in the dark, so he's looking at this thing and can't see it.
He can't see it, but he knows it's there. It's like, she's looking at me while I've got this naked chick next to me. Put this away. Like, I get he's trying to make it sound like he's remorseful and he cares, but it doesn't come across that way at all. It's not genuine.
It's not reading that way.
Not really. No, not really.
No.
Okay, we're lucky though because Cheryl's here. She'll save the day. I'm sure she'll say some nice things. Verse 2. I called you last night in the hotel. Everyone knows, but they won't tell. But their half-hearted smiles tell me something just ain't right. I've been waiting on you for a long time, fueling up on heartaches and cheap wine. I ain't heard from you in 3 damn nights.
It all comes together. Clues, more clues. She's calling. He's put the picture down. Who's on the phone? Not the woman in my picture.
He says, say my name. No, that's a different song. No.
Yeah.
Just Sheryl, a crow.
Just a crow.
Crow that
What's that? Some bird. No. Yeah. So she's been waiting up, drinking boxed wine while he does coke and drinks whiskey.
Yeah.
And I guess, is fornicating. And and she's like, so how does everyone know this? Like,
so is he on tour as a musician? That's what I
I don't know. Is that what it is?
Mm.
So he's got like a crew.
In it, one where they went on tour with the musicians.
Almost Famous?
Almost Famous, that's it. So
Yeah.
I thought it was an Almost Famous thing, and Cheryl's at home, and that he's at tour, and so everyone else knows what's going on because he's rooting a groupie or something. Okay. Which, by the way, I found there is, I might not be available now, but there was a porn movie of him and the lead singer of Creed getting blowjobs from
Stapp
groupies.
Yeah, Scott Stapp from
That's
Creed.
It.
Yeah, because he was coked out of his mind for ages as well. Yes.
But his arms wide open, so it was fun.
Yeah, wide open. Yeah, that's right. We did a Creed song recently, cool. and that came up in the Creed song. Arse wide open.
I've been thinking about porn parodies of songs. So we got AC/DC's "Black in Back."
Yep. Fantastic.
That's all I got.
Arse wide open.
Arse wide open's good. Put that on the list.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, this actually makes more sense now that you've brought that context to it. I can see Carolyn. Yeah.
If I was Sheryl Crow, I'd go on tour and fuck groupies myself. I'm Sheryl Crow.
Yeah.
I'd sitting around waiting for Kid Rock.
I don't think she's playing Sheryl Crow in this song.
And is Kid Rock playing Kid Rock?
Kid Rock playing Kid Rock.
So confusing.
If I was Sheryl Crow, I'd be hanging out on a bin, getting all the garbage out and chowing down on it.
Just pecking at the fruity Lexia.
Yeah.
Using tools to open pecan nuts.
Yes, smart birds. Yeah.
Smart birds.
Yeah.
Getting revenge on people I recognise and don't like.
Yeah. Being Bruce Lee's son and being shot on a movie set.
Oh, that was neat. I liked it though.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good. She's somehow fueling up on heartaches. I don't know how you do that exactly. I understand the cheap wine situation, but anyway, hasn't heard from Kid Rock in 3 nights. We know what he's been up to, though, don't we?
I actually really like the, you find out both sides of the story here.
Yeah.
She's like, I ain't heard from you 3 nights. He's in the dark. He can't see the phone ringing. This is before mobile phones, really. So he's just hearing the hotel phone.
Yeah.
Dark. He can't find it.
He can't find it.
Right, yeah.
The blinking light. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so she gets a chorus. It says, I put your picture away. I wonder where you've been. I can't look at you while I'm lying next to him. Oh! I put your picture away. I wonder where you've been. I can't look at you while I'm lying next to him. Sheryl, no!
Mm-hmm.
This is like Bold and Beautiful in song form.
Shame. I expected it from Kid Rock, but not you, Sheryl.
Yeah.
Cheap wine.
Yeah.
That's the warning. You drink the cheap wine.
Yeah. Wow, what a twist.
Yeah, they're both being naughty.
I have a theory, though, that she has no picture of him and she's never met him, because if you look at him in the film clip, he's got the soul patch and this little beard.
Yeah.
He's got his hat on backwards and this long, straightened hair. He looks like Macaulay Culkin in a wig, and it's like, you're not going to have a picture of that by your bed and give a shit that he's away. You're going to go, oh, thank God that's out of my mind.
Yeah.
Also, looks a little bit threatening. So if, she's bringing another dude home and you've got a photo of Kid Rock next to your bed, you'd be like, ugh, fuck. Jesus Christ, I don't know about this. That seems like a lot of trouble.
That's okay, when I think of kid, I think of child. And when my kid draws me a picture, I can put that away in the drawer. So maybe that's what she's done. She's put kid's picture away.
Kid's picture
like a drawing of like mummy and daddy and the dog.
I've just thought the greatest gift, and I'm just going to start giving this to people, just any birthday that comes up, any occasion where you have to buy someone a gift, I'm getting them a framed picture of Kid Rock from this video. to put on their bedside table.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's be like, is it signed? No.
No, not really.
No. That's Kid Rock.
Inspirational, not in the slightest. No.
There's a song about president of the United States.
there's a song about that picture. You can put it away if you want.
Yeah.
It's this Mother's Day. Give the gift of kitty pics.
Oh my God.
Drink you away.
Okay, so we get to a third verse here. Sheryl and Kid have joined forces like the Planeteers, and they're ready to unleash the beast that is Crow Rock. Yeah. Okay, it says, I saw you yesterday with an old friend. It was the same old same. How have you been? Since you've been gone, my world's been dark and grey. You reminded me of brighter days. I hoped you were coming home to stay. I was headed to church. I was off to drink you away. I thought about you for a long time. Can't seem to get you off my mind. I can't understand why we're living life this way. Whew, that was like a bipolar episode.
Line there, it goes between them.
Okay. It does?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Great.
So she's going to church. I've been off to drink you away.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
yeah, that makes more sense.
Fast forward. We've gone forward some months where they've gone, this time on the road, our relationship is not lasting. They break up. And then for whatever reason, he walks back into her town and she bumps into him. And it's same old.
That's what's happened.
Yeah.
Shit! This is really like it's an epic. This whole thing.
It's a ballad. I don't know.
Gone with the Wind in song form or something. This thing's like it's going over decades and time and space.
My simple brain just thought he was going to church to get pissed.
Yeah, I thought like communion. He's going to take a lot of communion.
My simple brain.
Yeah, I was wondering because this whole thing is just like, I thought about you for a long time. It's like, yeah, it's your wife. Like, it's like, probably have thought about her from time to time. It's like, man, all right. So that does make
lady.
Something funny here. You got the, I saw you yesterday with an old friend. There's an annotation on genius.com and it just says, Kid Rock with his then girlfriend, Pamela Anderson.
That's right. Yeah, there's
a picture.
Thing.
And he's a picture, and he's got a shirt that says "White Boy."
What? They go to another chorus, I believe. It's pretty much the same thing.
Sorry to interrupt again. Sheryl Crow's husband at that time was Lance Armstrong.
Oh, at this time.
I guess, yeah.
Oh,
really?
Right.
Then husband, yeah.
So she was doing drugs. So.
Yeah.
Drugs everywhere.
Yeah.
It's that real catch-22 of the Lance Armstrong thing of he was a drug cheat and cheated and lied to everyone and raised hundreds of millions of dollars for cancer research. It's like,
And walked on the moon.
Yeah. And could play the trumpet.
With some guy saying, I don't know why everyone's so down on Lance Armstrong. I think he's amazing. When I was on drugs, I couldn't even find my bike.
It was just a cheeky blood transfusion here or there. It's like we've all done it.
No harm done.
No
harm done.
Okay, so the chorus, it's the same chorus. They're still putting pictures away. No, sorry, it's I will read it. It's different. It's because the whole thing's a story. I found your picture today. I swear I'll change my ways. I just called to say I want you to come back home. Oh. I found your picture today. I swear I'll change my ways. I just called to say I want you to come back home. Ah, Sheryl. Don't.
So that's both of them saying that. It's like, look, I'll stop.
Lance,
that's why I'm saying this is two fucking idiots. Like, just walk away.
This is look. I get why Kid Rock is in here. Like, you know, Sheryl Crow seems like a fantastic lady. Yeah, she cheats, but he was cheating as well, you know? It's like, okay, Sheryl, don't let Kid Rock come back.
No.
You're out. You got out.
Find yourself a man rock.
The Rock. The Rock.
The Rock.
An adult
A
rock.
Rock.
Hey, wasn't A Rock? Is that part of the Beastie Boys?
Beastie Ad Rock.
Ad Rock.
Ad Rock.
Yeah, there you go.
He'll do.
The Beastie Boys, who Kid Rock cites as one of his major musical influences, and Bob Seger.
Well, that makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, shame he wasn't called Kid Seeger.
Kid Seeger. Seeger Kid.
That was my nickname. That was my nickname as a kid. Kid Seeger.
Kid Seeger.
That's what everyone called me in high school.
Playing Sonic and Alex Kidd.
Yeah. The outro here, they really bring it. They really bring it home here. It says, "I just called to say I love you." That sounds like another song.
Stevie Wonder.
Yeah. Come back home.
No, it's not Stevie Wonder, is it? It's the other Stevie
Lionel
Wonder.
Richie?
Yeah, the other Stevie Wonder.
The other Stevie Wonder. The one that can see.
Stevie Wonder. Just how much he cares.
Yeah, that's right.
It is Stevie Wonder, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Something just ain't right.
Yeah, something isn't right. I agree. Okay, all right. It was released on the 12th of November, 2002. It's written by R.J. Ritchie, a.k.a. Kid Rock, and Sheryl Crow.
Shit, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on.
Yep. She got a name on there. So
it appeared on his 2001 album Cocky.
Yeah.
Which is
we got the Crow and the Cocky.
Well, what's funny here though is that they were on different record labels or something. So they recorded it for the album, but then they wanted to release it as a single. But Sheryl Crow's record label was like, "There's no fucking way you're putting this out as a single with Sheryl Crow on it. Like, we get it. We thought you were going to bury this shit on your album that no one was ever going to hear. You're not doing it as a single." And refused to release the single with her in it. So they had to go and get a different singer to record all of Sheryl Crow's parts and release a single with an alt country singer called Alison Moore. So when you look it up, you get Picture by Sheryl Crow and or Alison Moore.
And or.
For Kid Rock just rooting whoever he wants in the song, right? That it's like, anyone, I don't care.
No, and it's funny because you go through like live stuff for it as well. It's like Sheryl Crow doesn't fucking want anything to do with Kid Rock. Like, so he does it all the time, but it's always with someone else. Like, it's never with Sheryl Crow. So they released the Alison Moore version as the single, but then radio stations were like, "Oh, this is a good song, we're going to play it," and then realized, "Oh shit, there's a version on the album that has Sheryl Crow on it, we're just going to play that." So the radio stations just started playing the album version, but the official single that was released doesn't have Sheryl Crow on it.
And are they just allowed to do that? They can just choose whatever version they want to play?
I don't think they're probably not technically allowed, but I think the stations were like, that's whatever. I'm playing this one. It's on the album. Like, we're just picking songs off the album.
That you're an expert on international media law. That you'll be able to
whether it's legal or not, I think they would have just had pressure from the label to be like, play the single, not the album version. And they're like, "I'll do what I want, thank you." It's sort of like how they all the country stations refused to play Beyonce. Like, it's like, and it wasn't racist. It's like, it's not country. It's like, it's pretty country though. Yeah, So yeah, he performs it with Leanne Rimes a fair bit, including on Kid Rock's Christmas TV special in 2003, A Kid Rock Christmas.
Oh,
Jesus!
They gave him a Christmas special.
Yeah.
Like, "Merry Christmas, kid." Here's Kid Rock singing about cocaine and whiskey.
When I said I was dreaming of a white Christmas, I didn't mean this.
He's just like, "My name is Kid."
Did you know that the Ku Klux Klan was established in Tennessee on Christmas Eve? I think it was 1865. It's like, well, we need this Christmas to be a bit wider.
Yeah. I'm sure that came up on his special. Yeah, they might have had a montage for it.
Just hug and sing along.
So Kid Rock was in a relationship with his high school girlfriend from year 8. And they had 3 kids together. He found out 10 years later that 2 of the 3 weren't his kid. So he did the responsible thing and abandoned the girlfriend and the 2 children that weren't his and took the one that was.
Oh no.
Yeah. And just raised the biological child as a single parent. Yeah.
Wouldn't he have done a terrific job?
It's probably a pretty cool dude. It's probably a pretty cool dude these days.
Oh, I'm out at Toby's place. His dad's cool.
Yeah, that's right. I live in the White House.
You'd be Toby in the White House.
Yeah. Oh, you live in the White House? No, a White House. I live in a White House.
A White House.
Yeah. So it's funny. Sheryl Crow is like a strong advocate for gun control, climate change, and very anti-war. And Kid Rock's passions are gun collection, anti-climate change, and loves wars.
And war.
He's a Trump guy too.
Big Trump guy. Yeah, like it's just at this point, this innocent point here, where the towers had fallen, but everyone was still getting along, and then they're like, we're gonna politics don't matter. We're musicians. We're gonna do stuff as musicians, and now it's like, there's no way. I don't think he's sending Sheryl Crow a Christmas card or anything, or inviting him onto his specials. I don't know.
Special.
Yeah. I don't think they get along these days. Actually, I think I saw something pretty recently where someone asked him, like, do you and Sheryl Crow still get along? And he said, it's not that we don't get along, it's we don't know each other. Yeah.
We have absolutely nothing to do with each other.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Can we talk real briefly about how fucking bad the guitar solo is in this song?
Yeah, well, let's look, the production side of it here. Kid Rock produced it. Okay, so there's no one in there telling him no.
His singing is fucking bad.
Yep,
it's so bad, man.
Really bad. And then Sheryl comes in, and then they sing together, and it's passable, but fuck, it is bad.
Passable.
It's really bad.
Why did he think he could do it?
Yeah, like
why did she think he could?
Why did she agree to do it?
Okay, so
why?
In the early 90s, was it all falling off for her then, and she thought, I need to do something?
Honestly, Carolyn, I really think it was. I think she was in a big slump at this point, and Kid Rock was huge. So his first album that had come out, which was I think it was what's it called? It's like something, the Bad Cause, Cowboy with the Bad Cause or something. And it was,
aren't they?
It was huge. It was like massive. And then his second album was huge, and I think this was his third album. So I think she just went, I'll ride the Kid Rock wave here.
Yeah, I'm getting on this.
And
what the song's about, other women riding the Kid Rock wave, right?
Yeah,
that's true.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. It's like hanging 10 off it. It's. I really think at this point, Kid Rock was holding all the cards, and she might have needed a boost. So
not warn us that something was about to go seriously wrong in the United States.
Yeah, well, this might have been the downfall. Yeah. This is the sort of song that gives country music a bad name. Like when they say this is country music, and you go,
songs that give country music a good name, though.
It's very difficult.
It's hard. It's hard. I don't like to be genre-phobic at all, but it is hard. Yeah. Is there a video, Bevo?
Yeah, there is a video.
All right,
Mad
tell me
Dog,
about
hit it.
Tell me about the video.
My name is Kid.
Here's the video facts from A to Z, and they're coming at you straight from Ryan. song, and I know you agree.
Music video summary.
With Bevo.
This one's mean to Sheryl Crow, so I'm sorry.
Oh, Bevo, Jesus. You've been real women hating lately.
I don't hate women.
Anyone that has to say that.
Friends are women.
Not fair at all.
Yeah, I'm a friend to women. That's worse.
Women.
Some of my best friends are women.
My mother was a woman.
I don't want to be painted with that brush.
That's a good one. It's that might be the new one for you, Bevo.
What's that? Women? Oh no, please.
If Tony Abbott could be the Minister for Women, there's hope for you.
That is very true.
100%. Yeah, that's right.
And
what a minister.
Yeah.
Sorry, the video, Bevo. Remember that?
Kids. Oh, now I feel really bad.
Just say it. It's going to be awesome.
Just start beeping from here. Kid sings a little acoustic ditty looking like the kid who's getting scolded by mum for drawing on the walls. Sheryl saves the day. However, it looks like she's been waiting a while for her turn to sing as her makeup is melting off.
I'll be fucking you right.
Yeah. Ah, Jesus. Yeah. I didn't get through all the video. I kind of felt like I really got the gist of it after
it's
about
live in the studio
20 seconds.
When
they're sitting at the mixing console joking with each other, I'm like, no.
There is a lot of walking in the snow that is not explained.
There is? I didn't get there. I didn't make it far enough in.
Black and white walking in the snow.
Somewhere or something.
Bizarre.
He is
Why?
He is a weird looking dude.
He is.
Yep.
He's got that Macaulay Culkin syndrome where he's like child face.
Man-child.
Grown up child
Old
face.
man child face.
An old man-child.
Kid face.
Old man child kid rock. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, not just a clever name.
It's weird. There were a bunch of weird YouTube comments, I thought.
If you got some.
There were multiple of like people saying, I always played this with my husband on Friday nights and we sang together. I'm like, what sort of fucked up relationship do you guys have? It's like I'm high on cocaine and whiskey.
Smashing broads in hotel rooms.
I haven't seen the light in 3 days and I'm cheating on you rampantly.
We're breaking up.
The same Bill Jam was about me. Carolyn can't find a better man. It's like, fuck, you have not listened to that song.
There were like 5 or 6 comments that sort of said around the same thing.
There's one guy that's like getting real Bible-y. This song normalizes promiscuity, fornication, drunkenness, wickedness. The songwriters may be admired by millions of fans, but they can be certain of this: they are despised and hated by God.
Oh, fuck!
Damn. He's listed 3 Bible
life
verses.
in slow hell. He has no
That's right.
plan about what sort of life he's leading.
No. Yeah, that's right.
That's eternal hell.
Imagine living life just going to YouTube and writing comments like that and thinking that, fuck, that's a good way to spend your time. That guy is miserable, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably been in the dark for 3 days. Yeah.
I want to talk about slow hell real quick. Seeing as we're talking, we've brought back slow hell. So hell is supposed to be the worst thing ever, right? Eternal torture, not just like uncomfortable for a little bit. Eternal torture.
Yeah.
And then implying slow hell means that there's worse than hell.
Yeah. It's that slowed down.
It's like
I'm never getting out of here. But geez, time is going slow.
I've been real good, so I'm going to fast heaven. Fast heaven.
No,
where everything's real quick.
Awful, but time's really flying.
No lines. No lines at all.
Yeah, okay. Is there a Kid Rock or Sheryl Crow set list?
Would you believe Kid plays it, Cheryl doesn't?
I do believe
that.
So April 20th, 2024, pretty recent one.
Fresh.
19 song set list at the Boyd County Fairgrounds, Ashland, Kentucky, USA. 19 songs, 15 are the first set, and then a 4-song encore. Where would you play Picture in your 19-song set?
I mean, it's pretty slow. I reckon it's got to be like an interlude thing somewhere in the middle of the main set. So I'm going to go I'm going to say 8th.
Yeah, I'm burying this deep in the depths of hell of the set. I'll say 7. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go 2nd encore.
Ooh, bold.
10th, right in the
middle. Much better if it was in the 2nd encore.
I was going to say, it would have been amazing. It's such a letdown.
You could imagine like the encore, and then out comes the acoustic guitars for the little comeback thing. But
Yep.
Say what you will, I'm never going to a Kid Rock concert to verify.
Have you ever been, Chips?
No, I've never seen Kid Rock.
Okay.
I don't even know if he's been to Australia. Has he been to Australia before?
I don't care to look.
I don't care to look. Okay, all right. A little bit of legacy here before we rate this song. It unfortunately was a commercial and critical success. It was nominated. Yeah, it was nominated for Vocal Event of the Year in 2003 by the Country Music Association Awards.
Vocal Event of the Year.
Vocal Event of the Year.
It implies that there's more than just music. Like sometimes people yelling might make it.
Yeah. What an event. A tirade.
Those spoken word songs back in the 90s too. Maybe that's a vocal.
Yeah, maybe that was it. Yeah,
like the sunscreen song.
Yeah, that's
like that. Exactly. Yep. Hitler's speeches. They were an event.
Remember the
what an event.
Screaming goat trend of like 2011.
Yeah, screaming goat trend. Was a vocal event.
Yeah, it was.
So Picture remains Kid Rock's highest charting single in the US, where it peaked at number 4. And
is this all serious?
Yeah, it peaked at number 4 on the Billboard charts in April 2003. It's his highest charting single. And Sheryl Crow was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2023. Kid Rock is not. Sheryl Crow has.
Fair.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's play the net worth game before we rate it. What would you guess Sheryl Crow's net worth in 2024 is, Mad Dog?
Shazza, 180 million.
That's a fair amount. What do you reckon, Carolyn? What do you reckon she's worth?
Well, I've done so well in the guessing.
I know. It's fun for us.
I'm going to go, Price is Right, I'm going to go higher, 230 million.
Okay, interesting. Bevo?
I'm going 300 just to spread it out a bit.
Interesting. Turns out Cheryl's got quite the gambling and drug problem. She's only worth $70 million.
Oh.
That's why she's back on TikTok.
TikTok.
So the song I was talking about before, a new song, is called That's Why I Hate My Alarm Clock.
Oh,
and
no.
the gist of the song is that she's fantasizing about Timothée Chalamet, and then she wakes up.
Oh my God. She's an old lady.
Chalamet quite young?
He's a little boy.
Yeah.
I also cared to look if Kid Rock has been to Australia, and he hasn't. Because
what a travesty.
Quote,
is he banned?
No.
Quote, he has not been invited.
Kid, come to Australia.
Here we go. Yeah, we're putting it out there. Open invitation. You want to come? Come. We're not going, but come. Kid Rock's net worth. Sheryl was 70 million. What is Kid Rock worth, Bevo?
Well, I wonder how much it costs to build a White House in your plantation.
Yeah.
Well, if you're using slave labour, which I'm sure he'd be in favour of, I'm happy.
Yep. Definitely.
I'm going to go some outrageous fucking 400 million.
Okay, all right. Mad Dog, what do you reckon?
I'm going to stick with my number of 180 million clams.
Okay, no worries.
Carolyn,
Somalians.
Million, so that's good. Let's hold.
Yeah?
Let's hold. Yeah.
Stick.
$150 million.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Close.
put a
Kid
most
Rock
of it into his
worth
White House.
more than twice what Sheryl Crow is
More than
worth.
twice.
Yep.
Yeah, and this is why they say there is a pay gap.
Yep, that's the pay gap.
And there it is. There it is, folks. Next time they're on fucking Q&A and they're debating the goddamn pay gap, I want someone to bring up Sheryl Crow and Kid Rock's net worth.
All she wants to do is have a little fun. Right?
She just wants to have fun. Having too much fucking
exactly.
fun. Save some
Too
money,
much
Cheryl.
Something that I found disturbing and surprising here in my research on Kid Rock. So he started in hip hop and then went to rap and then apparently invented this genre, country rock. But he is a self-taught musician and he is an ordained minister and quite a philanthropist. So he sends rock care packages for military serving overseas. But he's also and this
Trump.
I'm quite comfortable with because I think this is a good thing. He is an advocate for affordable live music and keeps his concert ticket prices quite low to sort of thwart
That's why I can't come to Australia.
He gets corporate sponsorship for his tours, so he gets everything sponsored to keep all the tickets really cheap.
I like that. I can get behind
he's
that.
A man of the people. He's a man of the people.
I think I'm going to start calling him Kitty Rock to make it more sus. Kitty Rock. You been listening to Kitty Rock?
Yeah, no.
Not me.
Put you on all sorts of watch lists.
Yeah. You just saying that this many times is probably just flagged completely. Okay, it's time to rate this shit.
Motherfuckers, this is it. Now it's time to rate this shit.
Okay, what do we rate it out of, though? We've got to rate it out of something. Is it like cheap wine, cocaine, and whiskey? Is it days in the dark? Slow hell?
Slow hell.
Yeah. I think it's got to be hell.
10 is it's so slow. It's like it doesn't feel like hell's moving at all. It's just it's almost still.
It feels like that eternity will never end.
I don't understand the measure, so I'm worried that I'm going to rate the song wrongly.
Okay, 10 is if you give it a 10, you would rather die than ever hear this song ever again. If you give it a 1, it's going to be on your Spotify Wrapped. You love it. So think of it like it's like a golf score where the higher it is, the worse it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What do you give this out of 10, Mad Dog?
So this is actually a true story. I went to take a nap this afternoon because I get quite tired. And
is that all the whiskey and cocaine?
Yeah, it's the come down. And so there were a few things on my mind, so I was finding it hard to get sleep. I thought of this song, straight to sleep. It is a fucking a fucking snooze fest.
It's a snoozer.
And coupled with it being fucking shit, it is a 10.
What's going on?
That's a 10 alarm right there. Okay, so you...
This will be on your Spotify Unwrapped.
No, 10 is you'd rather die.
I'd rather die than hear it again.
Oh,
Unwrapped is right.
Yeah, it's a reverse scale.
And that is great length to me.
Yeah, we fucked it up on episode 1 and we're almost 400 in. We've never got it right. So.
I like the idea of a 10 being the worst thing.
Almost everything else in life. Okay, sorry, I've got it.
You got it. Bevo, what do you give it out of 10?
I fucking hate Kitty Rock. And I really, really like Sheryl Crow, so it's hard. That guitar solo, what a piece of shit that is. Listener, if you're listening to this and you haven't heard this song, go back and fucking give it a go. Because this is a crime. This is a dirty shit crime. Another one. It's been a while since we've had one. I was going to give it a 9. I'm going to give it a fucking 10. This is nice.
Get on board.
All right, we're on here. We're on. Carolyn, out of 10, 10 you would rather die than ever hear it again. 1, you'd love it.
I understand it now. You've only had to explain it to me twice, but I understand the system. Yeah. Not a 1. It's nothing.
Not a 1.
An 8. I was going to go for a 9, but now that I understand how much Sheryl regrets this, this is a dark moment in her past. If I could give this song a fucking 11, I would. But
you can.
Me.
A 10?
Yes. That's 3/10.
You stole! What's going on?
All right. Carolyn, this is how you know you have found the perfect song to bring to the podcast. And it's so often that we disappoint our guests where they bring something to us and then we have to say, I know we just shit on that for an hour, but no, I really, really like it. But
This song is fast heaven.
Well, I with Margaritaville, I came hating that song, and then over the course of the hour went, I don't hate it quite as much.
It's not as bad. Not as bad.
I still listen to Margaritaville. I love it.
Yeah, of course
That was like
you
a
do,
discovery
you
for
fucking
me.
drunk.
Some people claim.
Yeah, it's a fucking 10.
Yeah.
All
day, every day.
You stole!
My
What's going on?
God.
I can't believe it was all critically acclaimed and
I
stuff.
can't-
Oh,
It's-
critics
Piece
loved it.
released it.
Yeah. Critics loved
loved
it.
it, or just the Country Music Association.
Well, I mean, they're the critics of country music, I guess. No.
It made me question if Kitty Rock
Nice.
is a singer at all.
No, I don't think he is.
Because I really only know that My Name Is Kid song where he's shouting a lot.
Yeah.
Is that all he does mostly?
He's a country artist these days.
What made him think?
Yeah. Well, who knows? I
Let's-
don't think
let's
he
get out of here.
Started in hip hop and then rap. So
Yeah. Got there eventually.
walkie
Made
talkie.
$150 million.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, who's
And
the real
lives in
winner?
a White House.
Yeah, who's
President's
the real
house,
winner
a
here?
replica
Yeah.
of the president's house.
Yeah, that's right. He built the White House and lives in it. Okay. Carolyn, thank you so much for doing the podcast again.
Having me.
Please, anytime you can think of another absolute turd for us to talk about. You've really, you know,
Top this though. Should I just go out on a high and never come?
I don't know. No,
40
I'd
out of
say
40.
roll the dice. I mean, it all depends. You know, you've got some really famous friends that you're doing a podcast with now, and they might find out you're on it and be like, never do that again. It's very exciting. Tell everyone again about the podcast and also any shows or anything, books. You do everything.
Thank you. Apart from the podcast, I don't have a whole lot of news at the moment, but it is the No Dribble podcast with me, Liz Ellis, and Kath Cox, and you can get it wherever you get your podcasts. So it's for people who like netball but actually like a whole lot more in their life than just talking about netball. So that's me. I'll do a show at the Fringe Festival in September here in Sydney, but other than that, I'm just gigging around the place and trying to write another book, but that's some time off. But thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk about that.
Oh, it's unreal.
Awesome.
No, it's great. And we'll put links to everything in the bio as well. So don't be lazy. Just fucking click on them.
Thank you. Click on them.
Do it. It's not hard, is it?
I brought a 40 out of 40 song, guys. Come
Exactly.
on.
Yeah, it's worth
Got
a
to
few
reward
clicks.
that.
It's up
Click
there
away.
along-
Make sure you're
alongside
following No Dribble on
contemporaries at,
everywhere.
Thank you.
It's up there with Katy Perry, Orianthe, and what's the one we got recently that was a full 40?
We did do one recently. They all start to blend together.
Yeah.
Really? You
Yeah.
do a lot of 40 out of 40s?
No, there's not
Nah,
heaps.
Maybe
Nah,
that's 5 or
it's-
6, I reckon.
Yeah, it's not common. Out of I think we're up
Maybe-
to
You guys
380 episodes.
Gavin
Yeah.
Gavin brings the
make
average down.
good songs.
Yeah, Gavin's a fucking idiot. Like he did get arrested because he's everything we hate. He's like, this is heaps good. I give it a 3. And you're like, fuck off, Gavin. Yeah. Anyway, he's arrested, so hopefully he stays in jail forever. Thank you, fellas. Thank you so much, Carolyn. Everybody else, go and get fucked.
Hi everyone, it's Dan here from 1001 Songs That Make You Want to Die. I'm here today to let you know that our podcast is now available on Patreon. That's right, for as little as $2 a month, you can now support this podcast rather than listen to it for free, effectively stealing the food out of the mouths of our starving children. There's one of them now. So why not join us on Patreon? You get bonus stuff each month, and you can even be a guest on the podcast if you want. Now, doesn't that sound better than making our poor children starve? Oh, kids are great, aren't they? Anyway, on with today's episode.